Welcome back. Time for the sports news, and here is Olumide Macaulay.
Ladi, welcome to Sports News. The Benue State government has approved the payment of outstanding sign-on fees and allowances for players and officials of Lobby Stars Football Club. The state governor, Mr. Samuel Otom, made this known at a reception held for the club after it emerged Nigeria's representatives in next season's CAF Champions League. And they also finished top of the table with 43 points before the 2017-2018 season ended abruptly with 14 games left. The governor promised to support the 1999 champions when they begin their campaign for the Continental Honours in November.
If there is no money, and if there is no some help, the Honourable Speaker is here. So we will create that. And if there is no money, we should go and borrow and pay them.
In the year, we won last 1999 and played in the CAF Champions League in the year 2000. We played up to the semi-final and lost out to the eventual winner, Accra Folks of Ghana. It's a scene of joy, and we're happy that we've been able to come out to play in the CAF Champions League once again.
The Nigeria Football Federation has banned the Super Eagles coach Salisu for a year. The sanctions were imposed on Yusuf following NFF investigations into bribery allegations. He was caught on camera taking cash from men posing as football agents who requested that 2 players be selected for a continental championship. The committee also fined him $5,000 and added that an appeal against that decision can be made to the NFF Appeals Committee. FIFA, meanwhile, has extended its ban from all football activities on former Ghana Football Association President Kwesi Nyantaki by an additional 45 days. He was initially suspended on June the 8th for 90 days by FIFA's Independent Ethics Committee. The committee are carrying out a formal investigation into Nyantaki after he was filmed apparently accepting a cash gift. The extension of the ban will commence tomorrow. Staying with football, David Beckham's Major League Soccer team in the U.S. will be called Inter Miami Football Club following the unveiling of the club's crest. Inter Miami will make their Major League Soccer debut in 2020 after being awarded an expansion contract in January. The crest is pink, black, and white, featuring 2 herons and a sun with 7 rays, which are homage to the ex-England captain's career. The former Manchester United, Real Madrid, PSG, and AC Milan midfielder says it marks an important moment in the history of the club. And that's where we leave it on Sports News. Thanks for watching. Ladi will be back with the rest of the news at 10.
Thank you, Olumide. British prosecutors have identified and named 2 suspects in the attempted murder of former Russian spy Sergei Skripal and his daughter Yulia in Salisbury in March this year. Scotland Yard says there's enough evidence to charge the men, Alexander Petrov and Ruslan Boshirov, thought to be officers from Russia's military intelligence service.
British prosecutors identified the 2 Russians who they accused of trying to murder former Russian spy Sergei Skripal and his daughter Yulia with a military-grade nerve agent in England.
It is clearly in the public interest to charge Alexander Petrov and Ruslan Boshirov, who are Russian nationals, with the following offences: conspiracy to murder Sergei Skripal, attempted murder of Sergei Skripal, Yulia Skripal and Nick Bailey, use and possession of Novichok, contrary to the Chemical Weapons Act, and causing grievous bodily harm with intent to Yulia Skripal and Nick Bailey.
Their findings were confirmed by British Prime Minister Theresa May in Parliament today, who says Russia must account for the outrageous actions of GRU.
The actions of the GRU are a threat to all our allies and to all our citizens. And on the basis of what we have learnt in the Salisbury investigation and what we know about this organisation more broadly, We must now step up our collective efforts, specifically against the GRU.
Skripal, a former colonel in Russian military intelligence who betrayed dozens of agents to Britain's MI6 foreign spy service, and his daughter Yulia were found unconscious on a public bench in the English city of Salisbury on March the 4th. Britain blames Russia for the poisoning and identified the poison as Novichok, a deadly group of nerve agents developed by the Soviet military in the 1970s and 1980s.
3 firefighters have died in South Africa following a blaze at a government building in the Johannesburg city centre. Earlier in the day, one of the 3 fell to his death from the top floor, while the other 2 died from smoke inhalation. The fire reportedly started on the 23rd floor, engulfing the entire top part of the building. Local media say the inferno was caused by an electrical fault. 13 emergency services personnel have also been hospitalized. Other workers have been evacuated as officials investigate the cause of the blast. And the main news again, the Borno State government today confirmed 14 deaths from a fresh outbreak of cholera in 8 local government areas of the state. The State Commissioner for Health, who made the announcement, says the victims suffered from acute watery diarrhea, while over 380 cases are currently being treated. Also today, the federal government approved 6 trillion naira for the second phase of the National Health Development Plan. The plan is expected to run for the next 5 years. And that's tonight's News at 10. Thanks for being with us. My name is Ladi Akiridolu Ali. Good night.